Let's talk about that ending of episode 5 of Cherry Magic. I did not expect that for an ending. They surprised the hell up out of me. Like the way Achi looked, like, am I hearing this out loud? Can other people hear this? Because I know I'm on this, I know I'm on this boat and he's standing there. So I'm not touching him, but I'm hearing what I'm hearing. Things are going to a whole nother level, and we're seeing old friendships being mended. We seeing so many things in this episode. I truly enjoy this episode, and I want to apologize for the tone of my voice because I am fighting my allergies right now. And it's a fight that I think I'm almost winning, but we just gonna roll with the punches. And I'm going to express myself the best way I can to you guys. But sis is going through it, as you can hear. But anyway, episode 5 of Cherry Magic gave. It gave. It was so many things that happened in this episode, and it was truly chef's kiss. Come on now. If you have not watched it, I would say go check it out. If you haven't subscribed, I would say hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to know when we upload new videos. Also, hit the like button. I see you guys view the videos, so hit the like button just to get us up on the algorithm so you guys can see more of our videos when we upload them. And don't forget to drop your comments below. I want to hear you guys' views on episode 5. As you know, internationally, you cannot see Cherry Magic, the Thai version, without a VPN or other pirated ways. But if you've seen that episode 5, you drop them comments below. Let me know how you feel about a few things that we discussed and also things that you caught in episode 5. And let's just get on into this intro. If you don't know, now you know. Welcome back to Hashtag J Podcast. Now, when we left off on episode 4, we saw at the ending that Kieran's sister suggests that he stayed with Achi because she had a few personal things going on with her love interest in life, and she needed to stay at his place for a couple of weeks just to get her mind together. And she didn't want their parents to know. She suggested that Kieran stays with Achi. Now, in the beginning, we're getting where Kieran is basically telling Achi he doesn't have to stay at his place, he can go somewhere else. And Achi's saying, well, let's just do tonight and see what happens tomorrow. We can discuss further. In the process, Achi was sick at the ending of episode 4. So he basically almost passes out, and Kieran is there by his side with him the whole night. So, with that being said, I enjoyed the little aspect that we got of them cohabitating together this episode because they kind of move already like a couple, and it's just like super cute to look at. Like, it was so cute. It was like we're getting the couple action before they're officially a couple. So, when Achi finds out that Kieran stayed by his side the whole night, we can see that Achi feels good to have Kieran by his side. And he relatively enjoys the company and also just how Karen instills positivity into Achi. So when they're commuting to work for the first time together, they run into Achi's aunt. Now, that was an experience to have. Sis was just telling all of Achi's not so good qualities, which was kind of crazy because he just didn't know what to say because, Kieran's there and logically Achi don't want Kieran to hear those things about him, but his aunt just can't help her goddamn self. So I love how Kieran just jumped to the rescue and just let the aunt know that Achi, there's more to Achi than what she thinks and what she knows, and just basically explains why Achi don't talk so much about himself is because he's a really humbled person and he doesn't really need the spotlight to feel gratified in life. So, the aunt is loving Karen. She's like, well, who is this sexy thing? You. Like, where has my nephew been hiding you? I didn't even know he was capable of having friends like you. So, in the midst of Auntie's shady ass moments, Karen came to the rescue, and you see that Achi was loving it. He was loving it. Now, as Achi was just looking at Karen, just tell all those nice things about him. You know, because like I said before, Auntie was being Mrs. Shady, Shady Boots. She was just so damn shady. And I think it was unintentional shade. I think when she thought that she was just laying on her crazy a little bit, because it was a little crazy to just be saying all that stuff to someone you're just meeting. I think she thought that she was trying to help him, but I like how Karen just steps in. And every time when Karen steps in for Achi in that type of way, it shows Achi to a point how much Karen pays attention to him and how much he spent the time to get to know him to where he can defend him. You feel me? So we was loving it. Now, the boat ride. Now, this scene was actually really cute. I think for me in this scene, you see that Achi really didn't mind Kieran's thoughts on the boat. It was just so cute. It was their first time commuting to work together from Achi's house. We see that Kieran really wanted something to savor the moment, and Achi, of course, read his thoughts, and he made him some type of he made him a type of origami with the receipt so he can have a souvenir from their first boat ride together. It was so cute how he gave it to him in the process of Kieran trying to think of how to get Achi to, it looked like, take a picture so he can have something to commemorate their first boat ride. Along their way to work, the way Achi gets to work, Achi introduced Karen to Mao Ping, which is a food station that he stops at in the morning to get certain dishes. And it's a secret spot that he doesn't let anybody know is a place he goes by himself. So when he introduced the spot to Karen, Karen felt so good that Achi shared something special with him that he hasn't shared with anybody. And then plus he enjoyed the food. Now the thing about this moment is where Achi is a bit more vulnerable, more so with his thoughts. He is more comfortable and he's okay with Kieran being more helpful and there for him. In the midst of them enjoying the meal, Kieran has Achi's medicine that he forgot in the water for him to take his medicine while reminding him to take his medicine. And in the midst of all of that, Achi suggests Kieran to stay with him while his sister needs to use his apartment. And he's telling him it's okay, everything is fine. But we pull a 360 once Kieran has thoughts that they are living and cohabitating like married people. And Achi is right back into where he was in the beginning, scared to be alone with Kieran. Since Achi is now back in his uncomfortable space with Karen. He is very open to the idea of Rock staying at his house with them. As you see, Rock wanted to be a part of, what Achi and Karen had going on. Because to him, he just sees two friends hanging out. And he wanted to be a part of, the male friendship that was forming. Plus, Karen is, of course, the popular employee. So he invites himself, and Achi is very open to Rock coming. Now, when Rock comes, you see a certain side of Kieran that is cute, but you can see where he's heavily possessive of Achi. You also find out things about Rock that he used to be a part of, like a idol group with his friends, and they was trying to debut, but it never happened. And he decided, to get a job, like a real job where he can have a level of status in life. He still harbors some feelings. Like you can see that he never really gotten over the shift that he made in life and how he no longer, hang out with his friends. Baby, Karen was cutting up at the boys' sleepover. It was like, what's going on, baby? What's going on? He was cutting up. Like Karen doesn't want anybody to a point, get close to Achi or do things for Achi. And at some point in time, Achi finds it super adorable. He's also, to me, starting to notice that when he's too helpful, it does hurt Karen. Now, when it's the next day and it's time to commute back to work, only Achi and Rock can get into the boat. Karen had to wait till the next boat came. In the midst of Karen getting to work and then hearing about Rock and Achi's fantastic voyage on their way to work, he finds out that Achi also took Rock to Maoping as well. So in that instance, we see that Karen no longer feels that he's special to Achi. And you can see that Karen is like, he's hurt. Now, I will say, when you watch this episode, Karen is taking on a lot in the episode. From the time they all leave Achi's house to go to work, it was the boat situation, it is the food situation, and it's definitely going to be the Genta situation. And the Genta situation is going to be the needle that breaks the goddamn haystack. Basically, in that moment, he doesn't feel special anymore. And Achi finds out that Kieran feels that way. And oddly enough, Achi does feel bad about it, But it's really good. Like, it's good. In order to complete the ad for their project at work, they needed Genta to replace the writer that originally was supposed to record in the ad. In this episode, Genta basically ruined a chance to spend some time with Min when he told him he was busy, when he wasn't, and Min really wanted to invite Genta to one of his idol practices. Genta he basically messes it up. So Genta thought it was bright for him to sneak to the practice. He gets caught within 2.2 seconds. He gets caught, and in the midst of making a fool of his damn self, he ends up messing up his forehead. Basically, Achi reaches out to Genta and asks him, can he replace the writer? Genta agrees. Of course, Achi's his best friend. He needs a ride to get to this advertisement, and just so happens that Min is driving by. Min offers to give Genta a ride. And in the midst of Genta getting to Achi's job, he kind of alludes to Karen that he already knows who he is. And Karen's like, well, how do you know me? And in the midst of things, Achi shuts his ass up before Karen finds out that Achi talks about him. After they recorded the commercial, Genta wanted to tell Achi how, Min is going to pick him up from the recording and how he brought him there. And Genta's just basically filling in Achi on what's going on with him and Min. And, Achi's asking him, how's the relationship going? It's just two friends who are giggling over their first romances. And Achi's like, oh, me too. Now, in this instant, Kieran is looking at them from a distance. So from a distance, he think that Jinta and Achi are just loving up on each other in the office. And baby, do he storm through. And boy, do he come through like a Miley Cyrus wrecking ball. He shuts that shit down. He shuts it down and embarrasses himself at the same damn time. But we enjoyed it though. It was entertaining. But he comes through because he's just so confused on why Jinta is all over his man. And Jinta's like, he's just so confused. He's like, what? What is going on here? You know? So at this point, Achi's just so confused. He doesn't know what's going on. And Kieran is just losing his shits on this day at work. The day is just not looking like Kieran's day. But we were loving it. We finally get Achi meeting Min. Their meetup was so cute. And Achi brings Min into the office so he can wait for Jinta properly inside instead of waiting outside. In the midst of Min meeting Jinta inside, he gets to meet a few of Achi's coworkers. Lo and behold, Rock and Min used to be close friends, and Min is one of Rock's idol member friends. So they have a moment where you find how Rock really left his idol group. Basically, he left them without ever telling them that he was going for a job and that he was changing careers in his life. So he just left them without telling them, really explaining, why he was leaving. He left without really explaining to them why. And you can see that Min was truly hurt. Like he didn't expect to see Rock there. Now, when they part ways, because they both really thought different things of each other, Rock felt like his friends may have hated him because he left them with no explanation. And he felt like he was a bad friend that he just left them and didn't tell them. He just cut communication once he started working at the office. Min felt like Rock basically stopped being friends with them because he felt like they weren't on his level in life. And he felt like he wasted his life compared to where Rock was in his life. Jinta storms in and basically reminds Min that no matter what path he would have took in his life, he still would have wanted to be an idol. He still would have been exactly where he is now. And basically, Achi and everybody reassure Rock that what he did wasn't wrong, but you do owe your friends apologies. And Pa was not playing. She told him to get his ass up and get the apologizing to Min. And Min and Rock mend things with each other, and a friendship is back friendshipping. Min and Jinta are a cute couple, especially when they left. You can see that Min can tell that Jinta is shy. He doesn't really know. So I feel like Min pushes Jinta to be more open. Like it's weird, but it's like Min knows what Jinta is thinking without knowing what Jinta is thinking. So I feel like Min is perfect for Jinta. He pushes Jinta to do things that Jinta normally wouldn't do. The same thing with Karan with Achi. He pushes Achi to feel things that he never used to feel before, and also to acknowledge things about himself that he never really noticed before. So I love it. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but I kind of do want Rock and Pie to work out together. I hope he do actually get with Pie. You can see that Rock really like her, but also I can understand if she see Rock as a little brother. So either way, how they spend it, I'm okay. Like if now let's get to the ending. Let's talk about Karen telling Achi that he like him. When you watch episode 5, and like I told you, it just comes off like Kieran is just having a bad day. Now, when I say Kieran was having a bad day, he's having a bad day with his boo Achi because everybody just wants his man in his mind. And I feel like after the day and the night that they spent with each other, Kieran just couldn't hold it in no longer. And he needed Achi to know how he felt. So I think that he can be filed a certain type of way in Achi's heart and mind. So we over here respect Kieran's flex. He's like, I gotta get mine before mine is gone. Every time he turn around, is another person trying to get close to him. What can I say? I told you guys it was a great episode. We enjoyed it. You guys already know our final thoughts on Cherry Magic Thai version episode 5. It gave you everything. It gave you everything. We had a bit of messy. We had a very heartwarming friendship, rejoining, and just getting an understanding and loving on each other again. It was really a cute episode, and the ending was definitely not something you would have expected. This is where this version is just truly different from the Japanese version of Cherry Magic. And it just super sucks that you can't see it internationally because it's truly a different version of the series. Granted that the foundation of this series is the same as the Japanese version, it's truly a completely different way of telling this story. And hopefully one day we can get it back here on YouTube. But if you haven't caught episode 5, I'll tell you go check it out. It is worth your time. It is everything. And guys, you already know, if you are not subscribed and new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to know when we upload new videos. Also, hit the like button to get us up on the algorithm and drop your comments below. Let us know how you felt about episode 5 of Cherry Magic. And you guys know, until next time, be you, be amazing, be safe. Laters, beautiful people.